All right, guys, I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, and I don't say that lightly because what you have done in the YouTube space has been very inspiring for people like myself. What inspired you to actually start this whole YouTube channel speaking about, all the issues that's going on in Britain as an Iranian?
Well, it wasn't actually planned. It was supposed to be a hobby, and this is a few years ago when the Brexit was happening, and I was just making videos just for myself, talking about Brexit because I was looking at the mainstream media; they weren't really reporting properly. So I started making videos explaining Brexit and everything, the whole process, and then it took off. And then following that, lockdown happened, and that's when the channel exploded because I had to tell the truth about what was going on with the government, with the media. They were censoring everything left, right, and center. And then following that, it just became a daily news channel, and it became my job basically. And then I realized, oh, okay, I found my calling. This is my mission. This is what I have to do. And my mother reminded me because obviously, for someone who was basically who left the country in Iran to have a better life here, she said, "Well, seems like we now have a new battle here. If you want to keep this country and the West in general safe, you have to do something about it." I was like, okay, fine, I'll do something.
Yeah. Speaking of censoring and media lies, why do you think that the media has invested so much time, effort, and money into creating Tommy Robinson to being the reincarnation of Hitler, basically?
Well, firstly, yeah, it sells. I mean, yeah, negative news sells, but also, if they want to be close, if they want to cozy up to the political establishment, it's a two-way street for the mainstream media and the political establishment and the lobbyists and the corporations. And in order for them to be in the same club, metaphorically, hang out in the same place, then they have to listen to each other. So it's not in the interest of the establishment for Tommy Robinson to exist, because they always fear that will empower individuals and individualism, self-determination. They don't like that. They want you to be addicted to the state. They want you to be reliant on the state. So the media are told very politely that you should probably not give airtime to this person. And then the media are also filled with the same people who have the same mentality. There's no actual diversity when it comes to the media and the political establishment. There's no diversity of thought. They all go to the same schools, the same universities. They might look different. They might have different skin color, but they're the same people. They're the same, from the same classes, the same mentality. So at this point, it's more like autopilot. It's not necessarily like the Prime Minister tells Talk TV to say that. It's just autopilot. And then they become, because I have friends who are in the media and in politics, in the mainstream politics, and I talk to them in a very nice way. That I noticed they don't actually get it because they buried their heads in the sand so much. They actually think Tom Robinson is evil. They're not pretending. Like, it would have been easier if they were faking it. But they're not faking it. They actually think. Yes.
And when you meet him, he's just the most humble guy. He's the most genuine guy. Yeah. He's literally put his life on the line for people that he doesn't even need to. So us coming out here just to do 2-minute speeches is nothing compared to what he's done. Now, a lot of people will probably look at this and think, why would you go through all this hassle because of one comment a person made calling him a racist? What do you say to those people who say, like, what you're doing is just unnecessary?
Because every small battle matters. It's the same with incidents, like terrorist incidents or a stabbing. Each one of them will be an isolated incident, as they call it. But when you put them all together on a pile, it shows a trend of behavior and how the country is going down. It's the same with these. You might say, well, it's just one presenter saying something stupid, like, ignore it. But no, you have to start calling it out. And, you don't have to get thousands of people to come and storm into the building. We got a few good friends to come here. We did our speeches. We had more people watching live TOUSI TV while we were doing it than his show, Peter's show, on Talk TV. That's embarrassing. We have 5 times more viewers than the actual Talk TV show, and they are afraid of it. They're terrified of it.
Yeah, I think like you said, they're afraid of just independence and individualism. That's their biggest fear. They want to create this socialist, one world, one government system. And for the Christians out there, I just don't know how people are not awake to this. What do you say to the people who do support Tommy Robinson, but they are scared to say it or scared to admit it and just kind of hide behind the screens?
Well, hopefully, the more they see people like us and that we come here as well, they will feel more comfortable. I mean, the last 3 rallies that we had in the United Kingdom, the first one was people were cautious, and the second one they felt more confident. Like, families came, and third one bigger. These are the people, including myself. About 10 years ago, I wouldn't have dreamed to go to like a Tommy Robinson rally. It would have been crazy. Yeah. And by the way, it was a different time. And Tommy himself admits, oh yeah, the EDL style street protests, they were crazy. That's why I left it anyway. And actually, Tommy and I and some other people on our side, we spend more time even on social media, fighting against the actual far right, because there is the actual far right, and there's like 7 of them. But there are, and I do find it funny. In the UK, you got ethno nationalists thinking like, oh, there is such thing as Anglo-Saxon, and that's it. Like, I mean, what about the Vikings that came down? What about the Celtics? But they generally, so they are the people who fight with Tommy, against Tommy and myself, saying that we want to deport anybody who's even mixed race. And Tommy is the one who's standing up for people, regardless of their skin color. And then these idiots are calling Tommy the enemy instead of going after the actual far right.
Exactly.
And actual far left. Let's not forget about the far left.
That's another thing. They don't come for the actual neo-Nazis, but they come for Tommy Robinson because they know Tommy Robinson preaches a message of just peace and unity. That's all he's ever been about.
They know that the actual far right or far left, they can't rally the troops. They are on the fringes, but they know that, and talking about the actual establishment, the state, not these idiots. They know, the ones who do their homework, the MI5, those types. They know that Tommy Robinson is not actually far right, but they know that he can actually rally the troops, and that is always fearful to any establishment, because even from the days of the Roman Empire, because they don't like a random person to become a street leader. He goes against the organized establishment.
I think it's jealousy.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's jealousy.
That's why they want to shut me down as well. My channel.
Your channel has more views than that. But anyways, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. People on my channel have been begging me to do a sit-down interview you. I know you're extremely busy, but would you be happy to just do like a 45-minute interview for my channel?
No, I'm racist. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. We'll speak about it further. Thank you.